Hello, this is Anna Wiles, the Franchise Economist, and welcome to today's Franchise Minute. This is the format. In just a minute, we will watch a 60-second video on today's topic of senior-related franchises. Then I encourage everyone to put questions into the comment section, and I'll answer those questions live for you. All right, thanks so much. And we'll begin now with the Franchise Minute video. Hello, I'm Anna Wiles, the Franchise Economist, and today's topic centers on the gray tsunami that is continuing to happen in America. Did you know there are over 75 million adults over age 60? This is a large consumer group that many franchises cater to. For example, senior services that offer in-home skilled or non-skilled care. These adults also own homes that need regular cleaning, maintenance, and repair. Many older adults also are downsizing, and they need moving services, junk removal, and estate sales to accomplish this. They want to stay healthy, so look no further than the boom in fitness and wellness franchises. There's just a wide range of interesting and potentially lucrative businesses that cater to this very large consumer group, and the demographic numbers are definitely in your favor. I'm Anna Wiles, the Franchise Economist. Thanks for joining us, and next week we'll discuss seasonal franchises. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed that segment on senior-related franchises. Now I'd love to field some questions from you. What are you thinking, what you want to learn more about? I'm glad to give it a whirl, see if you can stump me. Okay, let me look down and see what questions are coming in. What are some of the most popular senior franchises? Well, as I mentioned in the video, there's a wide range of services that cater to older Americans, older adults, especially if they are homeowners. So any of the hundreds of home service franchises that have to do with maintenance and repair, older homeowners are going to be part of the customer base of those services. So think about, if you're a homeowner, think of all the services that you need, everything from your roof to plumbing to insulation to HVAC work, electrical, and then even your yards and your pets. There are services for them as well. And then I guess what's really obvious, though, are ones that offer in-home care to people who need recovery from surgery, or they just need help with activities of daily living and that sort of thing. So there can be in-home non-skilled care, and there can be in-home skilled care that requires an RN, a nurse, to administer that sort of service. That may involve IVs and things like that. Non-skilled care covers a wide range from companion care to activities of daily living like dressing, grooming. It may involve light housekeeping, transportation to doctor's appointments, medication reminders, and those sorts of things. I can just share with you, when my mother lived in an assisted living facility, we still had someone come to her and spend 4 hours each day, because that ensured that she had some socialization. It also made sure that she got to dinner, ate her dinner, and then was able, then had someone there to help her change into her night clothes and go through her evening routine of brushing her teeth, helping her to the bathroom, and that sort of thing. So I can speak from personal experience that it really was very, very helpful. And even though she had 6 kids, 4 of us lived from out of town, and the 2 that were in town, they had the brunt of caring for, running errands and that sort of thing. So it can be a real lifesaver. With that kind of business, you can make a difference and make a dollar. Okay, let's see what other questions. Oh, I forgot another topic. Another category of franchises that people find have a strong percentage of their customer base as older adults. Fitness franchises. There's some that cater to people over 45 to 65, for example. Personal training franchise. I went to visit the founder a week or two ago in Atlanta. I went to their studios. It's very interesting. There's also a stretching franchise. So just stretching as a modality of exercise. And of course, people who want to be mobile and active and age in place in their homes, that's just going to be a tremendous service. I wish it were in my hometown. I would love it. There's also health, beauty, and wellness. Those sorts of services are booming now. They can be everything from cosmetic, like eyelash extensions, to wellness, like IV drips, infrared sauna, LED light therapy, cryotherapy, and other anti-aging services along those lines. And so we're seeing a lot in health, wellness, and beauty that many older Americans, men and women, are flocking to, and also services that any homeowner needs, including the older homeowners who want to age in place and remain where they are and live independently. Okay, let's see. How much does a senior franchise cost? Seems like I always get asked how much franchises cost. Well, let me share just in general that there's no one price point, because there are 4,500 different franchises. And there are many, many different senior related franchises as well. On the low end, an owner operator, maybe there's just one employee, the owner, that would be something on the low end. The total investment would be about $90,000 to $100,000. That type of business would be a facility locator. So just like with my own mother, I lived 3.5 hours away. According to AARP, I guess the average is 283 miles between an older parent and an adult child. So many of the adult children need help finding a facility for their parent or parents if they can no longer live independently. And so that sort of service really helps transition the person from homeowner to a facility, and it can be a big help to all involved. And that leads me to another point. So even when people like me downsize because they're empty nesters and they don't need, the big house anymore, you need a moving company. There's some moving companies that cater to older adults. When we moved, we had an estate sale. Yes, there's even an estate sale franchise. And we had a junk removal service come 3 separate times to our home to remove things we no longer needed. And so those are businesses that are impacted by the aging demographic of Americans. Right now, there are about 75 million that are over 65. And again, just using myself as an example for someone who needs home services, we're currently in a transition home, and I bought a condominium with a smaller footprint than what we had with the big house, but it needs renovation. So there's some franchises that do nothing but bathroom redos. There are franchises that do nothing but kitchen redos. There are franchises that have organization systems for kitchens so that older folks can reach and get to their pots and pans and dishes and cook and take care of themselves from a meal preparation standpoint. There are, of course, garage organization systems and pantries and closets and that sort of thing that help people age in place, be able to reach and get what they need to live independently. So it's really wonderful. And for my condominium, the roof needs replacing. We're going to add windows to an exterior wall. So it's not window replacement, but window installation. Of course, I'm going to get window treatments and all those new windows. And recently I just bought new flooring because I want to put hardwood floors both upstairs and down. And it's already been painted. I couldn't take the pink walls everywhere. So that's already been done, but there's going to be a lot of, I need a French drain put in. There's a franchise for that. I mean, there are franchises for everything that homeowners need. And these are perennial favorites. They stand out. They've been around decade in, decade out, and they're going to continue to do well. And especially with this aging demographic in America with senior related homeowners. Okay, let's see what else we have. They're asking, can I give examples of franchises that cater just to seniors? I think I just touched on that. I think the most obvious would be the in-home care, either skilled or non-skilled, as well as the health, wellness, beauty concepts, home service concepts, handyman concepts, that sort of thing. All right. I'm looking down. People always want to ask how much money they can make. Well, how about this? I'm going to share with you how you can find out how much money you can make from a franchise investment. Every franchise has something called a franchise granting process, or the discovery process, that they will lead a franchise candidate through. And during it, it's very educational and informative. They will explain to the franchise candidate their business model, their operations, their marketing, their IT, the systems, the training, the support they provide. And then once a franchise candidate has a good understanding of the business model and how the business works, then they're invited to call current existing franchisees. There's just no replacement for doing your own due diligence and interviewing franchisees, and at least, talk to at least 5 of them, at least, okay? And ask them things like, what was your break-even point? How long did it take you to get there? What was the sales volume that you need? Tell me about the training and the support. Tell me about your profit margin. Tell me about how much working capital reserve you needed. When could you start paying yourself, etc. When I work with people, I help them go through that whole process. I have a list of questions, tips, strategies, all sorts of things to help them gather the information that they need to make well-informed decisions about whether or not to move forward with a franchise investment and whether or not it's the right investment, the right franchise for them. Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Someone is wanting to know if they want to learn more about franchises related to seniors or about any franchises, what would I recommend as a next step? I recommend 2 things. First, go to our website. It's got a resources tab, a lot of information there on how to fund a franchise, frequently asked questions. There are videos that will answer common questions people have, so go there. The website is howtoselectafranchise.com. howtoselectafranchise.com. The other thing I would encourage you to do is just make a one-on-one appointment with me. And you can do that by calling or texting me at 706-736-0579. That's 706-736-0579. I really look forward to talking to you, learning about your situation, what has you thinking about a franchise, and I'll explain the process that I take people through so that they can decide for themselves if a franchise is right for them. And I'm happy to be that resource to you, and just want to share with you that there's no cost to you for my services because I act like a recruiter. Franchises know who their top performing franchisees are, and they want more people like them, and I help them find that talent. So the franchisor, not the person that I help, pays my placement fees. So that's all the time that we have for today's Franchise Minute. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Wiles, the franchise economist, and I invite you to join us next week when we talk about seasonal franchises. Thanks so much.